In this video, Sam is going on a vacation trip despite the ongoing pandemic. What a selfish a-hole. Then he climbs up a mountain to reveal a new camera he's been using secretly behind all of your bags.
How dare you!
Yay!
Добро утро, дами и господа.
So, welcome to another potato vlog. I'm here in Bulgaria with my wife to do a little vacation trip in Varna. We're also going to go to Sofia, and this is a little bit of a forced vacation because I still have had some flights I needed to rebook. I brought my Ricoh GR, not the GR3 because it's being serviced by Ricoh right now. Also, I have another camera with me that I think I have to talk about on my channel. I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but I think when you see me using that camera, you might, I don't know, you might want to have an explanation. So this is also the first time that I'm traveling since, you know, lockdown, pandemic, and so on. And I have to say it's not that different. It's not so full. I mean, the beach is not so full. Mostly locals, I would say, or people from Bulgaria. Some Germans.
Czech.
Huh? Czech Republic, yeah. Yeah, the only thing that was a little bit annoying is the flight. 3 hours in a very small plane, in full plane. Having the mask all the time on was a little bit exhausting, but it's not a big issue. Yeah, I don't know what to say. So I'm going to just show you a little bit of my vacation, and stay tuned for the big camera reveal. This is actually something that really helped me with my wrist pain from all the long editing sessions. I also had cracking joints. It's an amazing way to learn how to move your body, especially using the left and right brain. And it's also kind of a movement meditation. It's like very relaxing and you really get into the zone sometimes. And I'm not really an active person, not anymore. I used to train taekwondo for a long time. Let's be honest, I gained some weight during quarantine. I'm not saying this will help me lose weight, but it's a start. Yeah, just Google rope flow or rolling ropes. Not to be mistaken with jumping ropes, that's something else. I just wanted to share it because it's fun and I think it's very beneficial for a lot of us. Whoopsie. Okay, quick little update. We just arrived in Sofia, main capital of Bulgaria, and tomorrow We are going to go hiking at the 7 RILA lakes. We still need to find out how to get there, but you will see some hiking. Okay, bye.
Just when you are here, don't go from here and follow the mark.
Okay, we are now on the lift up to the peak, and we are not really prepared. It's the first time we are hiking, and this is our shoes. I have my running shoes, fresh new Nikes. This hike is brought to you by the Ricoh GR, the lightest hiking camera in the world. No, but seriously, I think when you're hiking, this is the camera you should bring. Although I have a very heavy camera in my backpack, but we will get to it. This is not smart to do, carrying an expensive camera while doing this. Okay, so we were a little bit slow, so we cannot go to the other lakes, which are more interesting probably. But we had a nice lunch over there at the hut, and now I don't know if this is the official trail or not, but we're just going to do it, and should be a nice view from the top.
It must be nice!
Yeah, so here it is. This is my new camera. Yes, it's a Leica, and I didn't want to do a big deal out of it because it's just a camera. But I know that if I don't tell you on this channel, you will find out later, and maybe you will think I don't shoot Ricoh anymore, or I'm lying to you, or whatever. Some of you might not even care. That's fine too. I just want to give you some of my reasons why I decided to get the Leica SL, which is like 2,000 grand, and I could have gotten a Leica M6 instead, and why not get the M6, right? So the short backstory is I owned a Canon C100 Mark II, a cinema camera that I used for professional videography, and I made money using that camera. But a year ago I stopped doing video work for other people and decided I should just focus on my channel, on my YouTube channel. So I had no use for the Canon cinema camera, but it served me nicely as a webcam, which is a little bit overkill. So I always knew I had to get rid of the C100, even though it's the, in my opinion, best 1080p camera that is still out there. But if I don't use it for shooting documentaries or, you know, client work, it makes no sense. And I was looking for a video camera and I thought maybe Canon EOS R, but I already have a video camera, YouTube video camera, which is my Fuji X-H1. And I just needed to buy an adapter so I can use it for streaming. And now it's my only video camera at the moment for YouTube and streaming. So I had $2,000 to spend, and I decided to invest into my photography. And I was actually looking at this camera for a long time because, as you know, last year I got the Minolta CLE, which is a Leica M camera. And for me, I found my film camera that I will keep forever until it breaks. But I still wanted to shoot digital and have the same experience, you know, having the distance scale on the lenses. And I experimented, you know, trying, for example, the Nikon Z6. Shout out to Eastblock Boy, who lent it to me so I can try it out. And it was nice, it was fun, focus and everything was good, it was sharp. But I don't like the Nikon colors. They are so, I don't know, so colorful, so, I don't know, it looks not natural to me. And the camera itself, it was small and light. I mean, definitely lighter than this. But it had so many buttons and I didn't even know how to use them. And all I need is just aperture, shutter speed and focusing, and that's it. So I knew this camera is very simple. As you can see, there's no text on it. You just have these 4 buttons, which are very intuitive, and you can also customize them. And there's one button here to zoom in to focus. Focus peaking, not that great, but the viewfinder is nice, so that's definitely a plus. Yeah, and I can use M-mount lenses, and it's not exactly like shooting a rangefinder camera, so an M10 would be ideal, right? But an M10 is like 8 or 7 grand, I don't know. And the Leica SL is actually the cheapest Leica you can get, even cheaper than the Leica Q. And the Leica Q, I would also love to have it, but I already have a Ricoh GR, and that is 28, and that's a perfectly fine camera. And this is like, you know, a slow camera because I'm taking my time. So it makes a lot of sense using my Minolta CLE lenses, for example, on this camera. And also have this Voigtlander Ultron 35 f2 from the vintage line, also very nice. If you want to see maybe a review, let me know. So my initial impression is I knew that this camera is, you know, a camera that I don't really need, but I really, really want. And sometimes you gotta go for the camera you want, right? And I'm also planning to use this for projects. For example, I'm documenting a few protests at the moment, and there's one specific project I want to do out of it. And I found that switching between my film camera and Ricoh, it's a little bit weird. So I'm trying to focus on one camera system, zone focusing, and I really enjoy the experience so far. And I have to say, in terms of how it feels, it's definitely the nicest built camera I ever had, because nothing has any play. It's like very tough and edgy. It's a little bit sharp. So if you have it around your neck, it's a little bit, you know, it hurts sometimes. But it's yeah, I think it's really sexy. And I know that my wife thinks this is the first camera, this is actually the first camera she likes, because she thinks this looks cool.
GR also nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, GR is also nice. I'm still a GR shooter. No, but I want to use the GR for like street, and this sometimes for street, but also for other stuff, and maybe even portraits, you know. And yeah, I also have some videos coming up. I want to do, for example, a color comparison, because a lot of people say Leica colors are so amazing. Canon cameras are always amazing. Ricoh has really nice colors too. And then Fuji, right? And I still have my Canon 5D, which I also bought just for fun because it's cheap. But I'm going to get rid of it. But before I do that, I want to do like a camera comparison just to see how the colors look like. Black and white looks also awesome on this one. Yeah, I think what we can say is an era is going to end because I can't do any must be nice jokes because from now on everyone else has to say it to me. Oh my, I will look like an asshole. It must be nice. I went to the Leica store and when I left, the guy said like, see you later. And I was like, why? Because he knows someday I will come back.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe just a quick look. I will just pretend like I don't want a Leica. Leica!
Time's up, Samuel.
Yep.
Someday, man, someday.
I forgot to mention that it also shoots video, actually very good 4K video. And you've already seen footage in my Viltrox 23 f1.4 video in the middle section. That was all shot with this camera. And of course all the B-roll I'm shooting here, mixing it with the GoPro of course. But it's very nice. It's just no IBIS, so it sucks for handheld shooting, but for tripod, yeah, it's nice. And everything that people tell you about Leica colors being accurate and very nice, I know now why, because the colors are very nice. Very, very nice. So yeah, if you are looking for very accurate, natural looking colors, I think that's why people say the colors are so good, because they look very natural. And if I compare it to, let's say, Canon or my GR, the colors of the GR, they are also very natural compared to Fuji. I place the colors now like this, you know, Leica, Ricoh, maybe Canon and then Fuji. Maybe Canon is even before Ricoh, I'm not sure. And if it comes to natural looking colors. Positive film, no one can beat that, but that's not really realistic, you know, in terms of colors. It's a very stylized film simulation. But yeah, Fuji, man, I loved Fuji when I started with my X100 classic chrome, boosting the saturation, looks very nice. It's very hard, I think, to get natural looking colors with the Fuji, even with Provia, the standard film simulation. I don't know, it's a taste preference, right? But at the moment I feel like every time I take a color picture on the SL, it's like, oh, so nice. Okay, so that was the hike. Now you know my secret camera. I forgot to mention I've been using it for 2 months, and I've been switching cameras this year a lot because I was on a search for the perfect experience when shooting, and the Minolta series gave me that, but all my digital cameras after that, they were no fun anymore. But then, yeah, now I found it. Okay, and next I think I will be in Sofia in the city, take some photos. There might be a protest going on, I don't know, maybe some POV, street photography. And then next week we will have almost a week at the beach. I don't know if that will be interesting, but I will show you the highlights. Okay. So it is Saturday afternoon and I expected this place to be packed, but it's really empty, and I don't know, maybe Bulgarian people don't like to go out when it's raining. I mean, I don't blame them, but would be nice to have a little bit more people in the city so I can take some photos. Yeah, we will see. Bon appetit. Oh, so this is the National Palace of Culture. Shout out to Borislav Edinov, who gave me this hint. Thank you for the information. This looks pretty nice. This is a cool skate. Oh, I know this spot. As a skateboarder, you will also freak out when you see this. Oh. Man, this is so perfect for skating. Kickflip backside tail slide, big spin out. Okay, so we just had some cakes. Now I'm trying to do some photos here while we are going to somewhere my wife wants to go. Not much happening, but maybe I can take some snaps. Playing with umbrellas would be nice here because the colors stand out so much. Where are the people? No one is outside. Yeah, that's the tourist shot. By the way, when the light is too bad for zone focusing, I like to use single AF and shutter priority because I like to have control over the shutter speed, but aperture can be 2.8. Yeah, I can take photos of people coming towards me, but the AF is fast enough for single focusing, and once I lock focus on a subject, let's say this pigeon here, I can hold my shutter button half pressed and I can take photos, and I leave my finger half pressed, so it's always the same distance. And that way I can quickly take some snaps and release the shutter once I want to refocus. So that's my low light, shitty weather technique. So it is Sunday, one day later, and it's still raining like crazy. Okay, so that is the end of this potato vlog. It's getting way too long, and This is actually the start of our second half of our vacation. Do you see these these blue beams? Looks really cool. Yeah, so we will be here for another week in Sozopol, checking out the old town. That might be interesting for photography, but I'm not here for photography. You know, this is the only vacation my wife and I are going to do this year. Yeah, more content to come in some uncertain future. So see you in the next video. Oh shit, I don't know if this GoPro is waterproof or not. It probably is. Okay, scheiße. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.